Mabuhay! I am Annalyn D. Inarda from the University of Rizal System Rodriguez, Philippines. I am privileged to be part of the first International Interdisciplinary Research Summit 2025 with the theme Sustainability, Innovation, and Technology in Higher Education, which is a great venue to share research findings and establish linkages with potential research partners. Our university is located in the province of Rizal, Philippines, with 10 campuses. Currently, it has a record of more than 10,000 students from the province and nearby cities with almost 500 faculty members. My campus is an extension located in Rodriguez. Our location is known for Wawa Dam, a famous tourist spot and jump-off point for the Trilogy Mountains of the town. This was built during the American colonial era in 1909 as the only source of water supply for the people in the city. This is the major attraction of our town, aside from the gorgeous campsites in the mountainous area. Study enduring against the odds, phenomenologizing the experiences of women academic leaders in a VUCA environment, explores the lived experiences of women academic leaders in a volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous higher education environment. Using a phenomenological approach, it reveals their challenges, resilience, and adaptive leadership. This study was funded by the University of Rizal System. The research underscores the leadership as an evolving and relational amplifying women's voices in adversity, which also helps address SDG 5, gender equality, SDG 4, quality education, and SDG 8, decent work and economic growth. Academic leadership is evolving rapidly, especially in Philippine state universities facing the VUCA environment. Originally, it is a military term. VUCA describes the fast changing societal, economic, political, and technological challenges impacting higher education. Traditional, often male dominated leadership models are being tested. Despite ongoing gender bias, women leaders show strong ambition, adaptability, and resilience. This study explores their lived experiences and how they lead effectively amid VUCA conditions. Despite the Philippines' global reputation for gender equality, women remain underrepresented in top academic leadership, often due to home responsibilities and labor force participation. Limited literature exists on the experiences of the middle management women leaders facing VUCA challenges, like disasters, political shifts, and policy changes. This study fills that gap by developing an empirical model based on real experiences to guide inclusive policies and training for women academic leaders. This study is anchored on Husserl's phenomenological theory, which emphasizes understanding human experiences from the individual's subjective perspective, and it is widely applied in qualitative research to capture meanings beyond numerical data. It is complemented by feminist theory, which highlights social equality, challenges structural barriers, and provides a lens for amplifying women's leadership experiences without framing them as inferior to men. Together, these frameworks allow a deeper exploration of the lived experiences, the challenges, the roles, and the leadership opportunities of women academic leaders in a VUCA environment, offering insights into power dynamics, resilience, and strategies for navigating complex and ever changing contexts. The specific objectives of this study are the following. First is to explore how women leaders navigate the professional environment's volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous nature. Second is to understand The strategies women leaders employ to thrive and succeed amidst the challenges posed by the VUCA conditions. And the third one is to explore organizational cultures that either support or hinder the ability of women to navigate and excel in a VUCA environment effectively. This study used a phenomenological transcendental design to explore the lived experiences of women academic leaders, guided by Kortgen and Moser's trustworthiness criteria. 8 participants were purposefully selected with data collection ending at saturation, following Creswell and Hennick's guidelines. Expert validated interview questions were used in 60 to 90-minute sessions conducted face to face or online, supported by reflective listening and researchers' reflexibility. Data were securely stored, transcribed using EMIC to ethic methods, and analyzed through Braun and Clark 6-step thematic analysis, with member checking and expert triangulation for validation. Ethical protocols, including informed consent and institutional approval, were strictly followed in the study. This phenomenological study, grounded in the lived experiences of purposefully selected women academic leaders, present findings aligned with the research objectives and supported by thick descriptions and direct participant codes for depth and authenticity. For Objective 1, the results show that women leaders in a VUCA environment exhibit strong adaptability and emotional resilience as they juggle institutional duties, stakeholder expectations, and family responsibilities. They encounter challenges such as inconsistent policies, high leadership demands, and personal sacrifices, often with minimal institutional support. Despite these pressures, they employ self developed coping mechanisms and remain deeply committed to inclusive and relationship centered leadership. Their approach emphasizes team empowerment, collaborative decision making to ensure the continuity and stability of their academic institutions. For research objective number 2, women academic leaders demonstrate relational leadership by offering emotional support, fostering open communication, and building strong interpersonal connections. Their unwavering commitment is rooted in a sense of purpose, sustained by family and peer support despite limited resources and recognition. Through adaptability and innovation, they continuously learn, leverage technology, and creatively manage challenges in a volatile academic environment. For objective number 3, findings reveal that women academic leaders acknowledge their leadership roles as merit based, reflecting a shift toward inclusivity and competence within the academe. However, underlying gender stereotypes and insufficient institutional support remain challenges to their full potential or professional growth. Participants emphasized that there is a need for a structured leadership training and support to help navigate a rigid academic systems and foster innovation. Aligned with adaptive leadership and feminist theory, the results illustrate a transition toward relational, human centered leadership, highlighting both resilience and transformation in their roles. Nonetheless, the findings also underscore gaps in policy and resource allocation, particularly in state universities, where added responsibilities often strain the balance between personal and professional life. For the conclusion, first, women academic leaders valiantly navigate the VUCA environment. Thus, this environment is no longer a rare occurrence, but a new terrain of educational leadership. Resilience and a maternal approach are emphasized as well, maintaining a balance among the needs of all stakeholders. It enriches the challenges and strategies, thus highlighting that leadership is constantly transforming into a relational approach. They develop self resilience to survive in a challenging workplace environment. Second, gender responsive actions emerge to navigate adversity and uncertainty. Women leaders' performance is preferably bolstered by emotional backing from family, which serves as strength and a pillar of support. However, programs initiated by the institution are lacking. The importance of supportive networks and innovation is valuable for women academic leaders to advance and progress in their roles. Third, while women are recognized as capable leaders in academia, they continue to face skepticism that is deeply rooted in the male dominated leadership pace. This challenge showcased the abilities in the workplace. At a home, juggling family responsibilities without work life balance complicates their roles as academic leaders. The output of the study is culminated in the development of a proposed model that captures the lived experiences, the strategies, and resilience of women academic leaders in navigating a VUCA environment. This model is not only a theoretical contribution, but also a practical framework that the university may adopt and integrate into its gender and development programs, advocacies, and activities. As an official material, which has already been formally forwarded to the university, the model serves multiple purposes. First, it functions as an advocacy tool that amplifies the women leaders' voices, a resource for training and capacity building, a reference for gender responsive policy development, and a means of promoting awareness and cultural change. In essence, it bridges research and practice, transforming phenomenological findings into a living framework that strengthens gender equality initiatives and institutional resilience. Validated through the Delphi method involving 15 experts, the model underwent three iterative rounds to ensure expert consensus and refinement. The RISE model aligns with the feminist theory, challenging the traditional gender structures and promoting women as agents of change who lead with both authority and approachability. Another output of the study is a comic series designed as a learning tool for GAD courses focusing on women's leadership in the academe. Rooted in the findings of a phenomenological study, it illustrates the real life experiences of women academic leaders as they navigate the challenges of the VUCA environment. Through relatable characters and storylines, the comic highlights key themes such as resilience, innovation, support systems, and empowerment, the core elements of the RISE model developed in the study. It serves to inspire critical conversations on gender equality, leadership, and institutional support within the academic settings. An action plan also is attached in the paper submitted to the university for the purpose of these educational and leadership development programs. After conducting my study, I realized that research is not only an intellectual endeavor, but also a personal journey of endurance. Listening to the narratives of women academic leaders made me reflect on my own struggles as a researcher, navigating uncertainties, balancing responsibilities, and persisting despite limitations. I learned that resilience is not an abstract concept, but a lived reality that both participants and I shared in different norms. The sacrifices, the long hours of writing, the countless revisions, and the discipline of setting aside personal comforts taught me that meaningful research demands patience, humility, and determination. This study moved me to the value more deeply the strength of women who thrive against the odds, and it affirmed my belief that scholarship can be both a tool for knowledge and a platform for advocacy. Completing this research was not just an academic requirement, but a personal milestone that strengthened my commitment to promoting gender equality, resilience, and transformative leadership in education. These are my list of references. Thank you very much for listening. I hope to engage in a research partnership with you all. To God be the glory. Maraming salamat.